friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans. I am here to do a January flip through. This is the one and only month that I was in my Archer and Olive, but I'll take you through it. I definitely lost my steam as the month was going on because I was starting to really hate the paper, but I got through it mostly. You'll see at the very end. So here was my January monthly in my Planner Perfect 12-month book. I use the Cocoa Daisy stuff is pretty much all I use. So the January Cocoa Daisy, I did pretty good on my goals this month, pretty proud of myself. And then my waiting on, and I never use these 2 pages. So just how it worked out. And then I started, in case you don't know, I decided I was going to try an Archer and Olive B6, but then I decided that I didn't like it. I missed my crinkly paper. And I just wasn't in love with it. So I am in something different now. So this will be the only month in here, but, we'll take a peek at the month as a whole. So I really, really liked the Cocoa Daisy stuff for this month, but for some reason or for January, I had a lot of trouble kind of decorating my pages. So there's a lot of pages that are just kind of bare, and I had an extra page and I never did anything with it. I thought about putting a brain dump there and then I just never did. I liked the I don't think they're penguins, they're called something else technically. I liked them. I liked it a lot, and I used stamps from By the Will for God, and I had days like this where I think technically I was actually sick this day. That's why it's so blank. And then I picked back up again. I just had some trouble with being inspired this month. And sometimes I think it had to do with the planner that I chose, like this planner, this paper and all that. I wasn't in love with it. So I didn't want to use it. And I don't know. I struggled. Maybe just getting back into the swing of things after the holidays is what was so challenging. But I kept up with it until... So this was my last plan with me. I never filled out this because I was like, well, that's just silly. The more I thought about it, the more I'm like, well, I started making my to-do list in my February one because there's only 2 days in January. And so I had done this. You guys saw this. But then I didn't really want to keep doing this. And I had already made my to-do list in my other one. So I literally got, this was actually from the Aurastelle because of the perforated edges. I just tore out a page and just made myself a page that I just slipped into my Stalogy for Monday and Tuesday. I didn't really decorate this page. And just didn't fill this page out at all. So that's how the month went. It was definitely a mixed bag because I didn't love the notebook. And not to say that Archer and Olive is bad by any means, because I use Archer and Olive for my reading journal and I love it. I know I've said this all before, but in case you've not heard me say it before, I do love Archer and Olive for my reading journal. I just don't love it for my everyday. So, yeah, that is how January went. And yeah, I guess that's all. It's short and sweet today, I suppose. So, I hope you enjoyed this really quick flip through, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.